in a company called Energic. So Adeyemi is the name. We are representing a company called Energic. Energic is a Japanese company for over 5 decades. This wonderful company is being up and running, producing fantastic technology called Kangen machine. This is a machine that we only do one thing to your water. It will ionize your water. You know, water is life. Water is something that we can't do without it. Every minute, seconds, we have to go through it. We have to drink water. And our body system is actually made up of 70% of water. So that makes it a very essential that we need a healthy, quality, healthy water into our body systems. So discover the Kangen water. Let's go for that for us to have more information about it. Today fact, 96% of people lying awake at night and worried about health and finance. And this is the two aspects that our company covered. All right. We have a lot of people are having health challenges. And the major reason why so many challenges here and there is because of the lifestyle that we adopt. The kind of food we consume, the environment, the water we drink, all these comprises and is actually hitting our health, because being sick is not something that just happens in a day. It is accumulation of your lifestyle over the years that comprises and begin to reflect in your body. The word says that there is a word that says that prevention is actually better than curative. It is always actually better that you take conscious effort to manage your health, so that by the time that your health started giving challenges or started having organ issue or whatever, at that time is already at a point of no return. It's only by grace that you can actually reverse it. Whatever we are doing, it is our health that we are actually using. So we need to take cognizance about our health. So what you are drinking matters. The water you are drinking actually matters. The kind of water that goes into your body systems every minute, every second actually matter. So let's see how Kangen water can be a solution to what you have been looking for. Yeah, there is this word of John 3:13 says that Jesus replied to everyone who drinks water will soon be what? Thirsty again. But those who drink the water that Jesus gave, which will never thirsty anymore. It becomes a fresh bubbling springs without the giving, them eternal life, that gave them eternal life. So you can see that the water is very, very, very important. Even our Lord Jesus Christ actually recognize it. And that's why he's saying that the kind of water he's giving is something that is going to give you eternal life. So let's see the physical water that we will be taking into our body systems. Not every water is created equally. It will amaze you as a guest in the house tonight what you are going to be hearing about water. So let's continue to see how the benefits of water in our body systems. Now, there is no how we can talk about water if we don't look at the present water that we have in our environment. This is something that has been adopted for over 30, 40 years, putting water in plastic bottle. Water that we consume go through filtrations, chlorines, and so on and so forth before bottling it. Now, from the production stage to consumer stage, the water stays in this bottle for minimum of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. The longer durations water stored in this bottle, the more the water become poison into a human body. This plastic is made with a chemical called bisphenol. Bisphenol is highly dangerous, is highly hazardous to human body. The longer the water sits in this bottle, the more leaching, the more emissions that goes in that destroy the body systems. And if you look at the distribution systems of this water, they collect from the factory, from companies, and put it to attract customers in front of their office. When the sun rises on this, it makes that chemical to leach faster. So water actually is not meant to be stored. Water is meant to collect fresh and drink fresh. And that is where our company comes in. That is where our technology comes in. So let's go for that. Better head start with better water. Let's see if Kange water could represent this. Now, like I said earlier, Kange technology or Energix starts their production of Kange machine in 1974. Over 50 years. This year, June, we'll be celebrating 51 years in existence. But it comes to existence as a research done by a group of Japanese doctors in 50 over spring water. Spring water actually is a rock water. Water from the top of the rock that hits the down of the rock, that the molecular structures of the water has become smaller or slims that create, a active hydrogens. Okay, this group of doctors discovered that spring water actually heals the body than the regular water. So that was why they had to go through collecting water in about 5 different locations: Luda, France, Mexico, India, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. So the 3 locations from different countries, the water go to the lab and they all test the same thing. So they have what we call active hydrogen. And that's why they look at it and, oh, that's why this water heals the body. Okay. So they have to continue in the research in order to get a technology that can help to reproduce these same kind of water, because locations where we have spring water is actually very far away from where we live. For example, in Nigeria, we have so many locations of spring, like I know Ekiti, where we have a Kogosi that produce Gozi water. So that bottling of Gozi destroyed the freshness of the Gozi water. The Kogosi spring water. We also have Eringesha waterfall, which is about 7 different layers of the rock. We have so many of it in Plateau, we have in Obudukatu Raj, so many locations in Nigeria. So it's not easy for people to be going to the locations and get water. So that is why they have to formulate this technology that can help to carry out ionization by separations of positive electron, producing negative electron that have loaded with active hydrogen, the same thing that are present in the spring. So in 1974, they produced the larger version of the machine, which is a bigger version that was supplied directly to hospital. So it was 1994, 20 years, Kange machine were produced and used in hospital, but in 1994, they now produce domestic model unit SZ501, which can be used in home and also used in hospital. So until 2003, the distributions was still doing in Japan until 2003 when they moved to New York. From New York, they were able to start spreading to so many countries of the world today, which Africa came in 2023, May 10th, okay, 2023. So Nigeria is the only country in Africa that we have energy company. So the company runs businesses in over 25 countries and 42 locations, so many in those countries and all that. So in Africa, we only have 1 office, which we are still going to expand to other countries, even other states in Nigeria, to the glory of God. So this is just the beginning or the story how energy come into existence and their expansions around the world. You can see them so many states in US and also in Canada. In Canada, we have Vancouver and Toronto. So many countries, the company is running business. So here is the locations where this group of doctors collected the water. You can see Luda, France, Mexico, India, Germany, Saudi Arabia. So the leading doctors that conduct this research is Dr. Sinikata Shiriata, all right? And the 5 locations which they collected the water discovered that they all have the same active hydrogen, which is not present in the regular water that we consume. So active hydrogen contains 3 major properties of antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. So this is distinguished different between water in active hydrogen and the water that is not contain active hydrogen. So let's continue. Kange water, after productions of the technology, fill with active hydrogen, all right? Even better than the rock water. So here is the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro. For over 50-something years, these families have been enjoying Kange water. So Energy is a Japanese company that manufactures medical-grade Kange water machine, which provide healthy therapeutic water for in homes use, both homes and hospital. As long as people drink water, Kange machine is actually needed. So Kange simply means return to origin, meaning every time you pronounce Kange, you are simply saying return to origin. What does that mean? We've been drinking artificial or chemical chlorine water, bottling water all these years. And if you look at the people that live in the village close to the nature that get water from the streams, take it to the mud pot and drink, they don't have organs issue. How will life live? How will life will look like if we can keep our body the way we were when we were small, because we are able to get water that can heal the body system. When we're small, body heal, but as we grow up, body begin to lose that healing effect in our body system. So this is a level look that was produced in 1994. That was 31 years by June this year. So here is the machine. Level look SA541 produce 5 different types of water. What does that mean? Meaning you are not getting drinking water alone from Kange machine. First, the drinking one will give you pH of minimum of 8.5. If you press it again, give you another 9.0. If you do the last press, it takes you up to 9.5, which the O you can actually step it step by steps. First week, second week, third week, you land in 9.5. Now, this is the one that you can drink that your buffer can manage, okay, that can also help your metabolic systems, your digestive systems, and also help your body to heal and get rid of acidities in your body system. So another water come out from this machine, which is called clean water, 7.0. That is a neutral water for medication, for babies, and also for cooking. You can also use 8.5 for cooking and also 7.0 for cooking. Fantastic. All right. Now, babies are not to be given Kange water. Baby from child up to 9 months, as long as the child is still going through breastfeeding, you don't give them Kange water. You give them neutral water. Okay. But Dr. Nigeria tells all antenatal not to give water. Why? Because they know the regular water we have is giving issue to the children, to the babies, especially their respiratory systems. So, but we can't get water. You can actually fill that baby with teaspoon the way our mother used to fill baby with water when we were still a baby. Okay. Now, the next water is beauty water, which is 5.5. 5.5 has the same pH of our skin. So, meaning beauty water is a fantastic water for our skin, for bathing. Okay, not for drinking, but for bathing, because our body's pH is the same, that pH is about 5 to 6. So in between, our body will absorb it, and every water going through Kange machine, once it's coming out, this black spot you are seeing, it has what we call antibacterial filter, anti-chlorine filter, meaning if the water is coming from treatment cabinet and going to this machine will neutralize it. Remember, the job of this machine is to produce natural spring healthy water for you. So meaning water that will not contain chlorine, water that will not have any form of chemicals. And also, whatever comes from the water source, if it's having some bacteria, this antibacterial filter get rid of it to give you a natural spring water. After then, the water will proceed to the main electrolysis unit, which we call titanium gemstones, which we separate the water into 2, positive electron and negative electron, which will be coming out from the front hose, which will give you Kange water, But the secondary host will produce beauty water, which is positive electron. It becomes pH of acid, which is 5.5. So simultaneously, the two water comes out when you are getting Kangen water. Beauty water comes out and Kangen water is coming out, which you drink. For the secondary host, you can fetch it for your bathing, or you can use it as a toner. We're going to talk about that. So strong Kangen water, which is the last button. When you click that, from the front host, you are getting 11.5, while the secondary host will give you strong acid water. So we're also going to address all these water. So let's continue. The first one we're going to check is from the Kangen water, which contain active hydrogens. And we have three major properties under active hydrogen, which is number one. We're going to check the ORP, which is going to be negative in Kangen water, but regular water is going to be positive, meaning oxidation present, and Kangen water oxidation free. That is why Kangen water become antioxidant. And when you drink water that is rich in antioxidant, your body begin to slow down in aging process. So when you talk about oxidation, you are talking about something that cannot see with your physical eyes, but does exist. But it exists in the air, meaning everything you consume can be oxidized, whether food, drinks, anything, as long as it is opened, it can be what? Oxidized. Okay? Now, when to do a test on this, first you give a bite on apple. That apple bite side will become white, but 10-15 minutes become what? Brown. Shows that oxidation is very high in the air, in the environment that you live. So when you live in an environment that is highly oxidations, meaning the people there will be aged faster, and that's thanks to diseased. And that means a rotten environment. That's just the meaning of that. So another way to also know oxidation is through tomato. A fresh tomato, a woman will cook a very healthy meal for the family. But once tomato becomes rotten, that is oxidation tomato. So what do? You begin to select it out, so that if you use such a tomato, the soup becomes sour. So in apple, you will detect oxidation, and also in tomato. But when it comes to water, you cannot know oxidation, because water is transparent in nature. For the fact that the water is clean doesn't mean that it is healthable or it is good, okay for you to consume. Water, when water moves from fresh to oxidation present, it doesn't change taste, color, or smells. Now look at this, living tissue plus oxidation. That is, if the water you consume is in the tissue is having oxidation present, okay, then it will gradually lead to disease when you continue to consume them. And that's what is happening to everybody right now, because the kind of water we consume is chemical chlorine water, plastic water storage, seaway, and all sort of company producing water, and they bottle it for easy accessibilities for human consumption. And that is beginning to reflect in our health these days. You have a lot of people suffer from organ issues and so on and so forth, which is not like that in the olden days when we take water even from the tap. Now, to carry out oxidation in water, you make use of this reading meter called ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential meter. So the reading could be positive or could be negative. Positive means oxidation present. Negative means oxidation is off. So other object you can get oxidation free, okay, is your fresh tomato. That is why you see, or I mean your fresh fruit that is not, that is organic, not chemically grown fruit. But organic fruit, when you blend it and you use this ORP meter, it will also read negative. That's why you see all fruit is antioxidant base. That is a common thing that is common in the nutrient present in most fruit. Antioxidant, okay, which it is needed in our body on daily basis. So reading will give you at least 100 minus. From also vitamin C also is also minus 100. But cauliflower oil is beginning to increase to 200, but a glass cup of Kangen is giving you above 400, meaning it contains more of antioxidant than the fruit. But you still need to consume the fruit at the same time, drink enough Kangen water. Thank you. Now, look at your tap water, look at your plastic water bottle, all are oxidation present from 200 and above, 300 tap and canned drinks, which is sugar drink. Okay, so when you drink such water, it will facilitate aging process, highly oxidizing. That means you begin to build oxidations in your tissue, which is acid system. But on the negative side, it's going to become anti-aging. That means you begin to reduce oxidations in your body. So I have a video. Let's quickly go in and watch and learn from it and get more familiar with. So here we have tap water. We have reverse osmosis water. We have Fuji, which is mineral water. This kind of mineral is water that is treated and high in pH. The next one is Avena, and the next one is soft drinks, which is sugar drink. It represent malt, all the drinks that contain chemically rich sugar. Okay. The next one, that one is Kangen water. So all these water will not look no different. But what? So we're going to bring out the overall meter, oxidation reduction potential meter, which is the meter that can tell you the water is free from oxidation or is oxidation present. Remember the positive reading and negative reading. So let's do that. From the tap water is reading, as it reading, there is 1 minus. Okay, the reverse is positive. Look at Avena mineral 400 same above, 400 above. But watch soft drinks. For you that love taking soft drinks, 500 and above, meaning this will spark acidity in the body. Look at Kangen water. Immediately you dropped the meter into the water, it becomes negative 500 and above. That tells you that this is the only water that is fresh. This is the only water that has electron. There's another meter that we can drop into that water and the meter will light bulb. That immediately the water will light bulb. But every other water cannot light bulb because there is no energy into the water, in the water. So this is the benefit of what you get by you change your water to Kangen water. One, this negative will help your body to tame anything that has to do with cancerous cells in your body systems. Now, one of the things is Kangen water, because it is rich in antioxidants, it helps the body to flush out acidities out of the body, which we're going to talk about more of it in the second property we're going to discuss. Now, Kangen water helps your body to get rid of anything that has to do with cancerous cells in the body, so that the body can heal itself. Then the red blood cells and white blood cells will have the energy to be able to protect your body systems against any external forces of disease. So let's check the second property. But before then, we want to make a use of comparisons between eating fruit with antioxidant and a glass cup of Kangen water. Now, to equate it, you need a banana. You need to eat 94 stick of banana to equate a glass cup of Kangen water in terms of antioxidant. Also, other fruit, you can see that. In Brooklyn, you need to eat at least 5 kg, which practically is impossible. So you can eat a little of your banana or your apple and take 2 or 3 or 4 glasses of Kangen water. That will make those fruits be more beneficial to your body system. Now, here are food that is acid and food that is alkaline. But I tell you, we actually eat more of food that is acid. That is why we build a kind of acidity in our tissue that lead to disease. There is a doctor that called Dr. Regner Badge. He did a research in I think it's around 50s or 40s over acidities and alkaline, or over body food balance systems. It talks that for you to enjoy food balance systems on your daily consumption you need 80% of alkaline food and 20% of acid food. But you agree with me that most of our consumptions are actually what? Acid-based food. And that is why we quickly fall sick and all that. So the second property we're going to check is alkaline. But when you talk about alkaline, doctor detects you from touching or talking more about alkaline, because most ways of making water alkaline is through chemicals, through filtrations, through pouring chemical or dosing the water, or lime in the water become alkaline, lime or baking sodas or buying some bottle they sell, like all these Chinese bottle, you pour water and you remove water. All that is called inductions. You actually induct the water. You add something to the water before you can step up the pH of the water. So meaning, you are still consuming the regular water you consume. What does that mean is if you consume water that is dosing, that is hardening, it is your kidney that will break the water down before your body cell can get the alkaline content there. But breakdown has happened through Kangen water because the water go through Kangen machine and the titanium rock separate the water, and that break down the molecules of the water to a smaller unit, and immediately the pH of the water become higher pH. And that makes it natural and easy to get into the cell faster and begin to rectify acidity in your tissue. So to check pH of water, first, pH start from 0 and end in 14. Middle is 7, which is neutral. That's why it is green. If you have the liquid, which is called potential hydrogen, okay, pH means potential hydrogen, you drop it into water, it's so green, it's neutral. Light green is below 7, which is acid. Yellow, orange, red become sickness for a longer consumptions. But anything above green, which is light blue, is already what? Alkaline side, which is a healthy aspect of the water. So I also have another video that will also do justice to this. So stay by. The same water we have is still here, but here we have the pH potential liquid that we pour and see the pH of each of the water. So the first one is the tap, which is regular. That is government control water. But in Nigeria, we don't have that. It has to be green. But you can see reverse osmosis is active because reverse osmosis usually flatten minerals in water. But Vuji and Ebina, they are chemically induced bottled water is high in chemicals. So it is your body that will break down that water before yourself can see the alkaline. But wash Kangen water, which is neutral, which is alkaline. When you begin to drink Kangen water, what happens to your tissue? You need to flush it from acid to what? Alkaline base, so that your body can begin to heal up itself naturally. Watch this water. Look at sugar. Sugar is very, very acid, yellow. Pouring Kangen water, which is a 9.5 into it, you get to see within that. What does that mean? Every time you drink sugar drink, you are simply moving your body to a very high acid system. A glass cup or a dose cap of sugar of soft drinks into your body neutralize all the tissue that is already alkaline. That's just what we are seeing there. What does that mean is we need to stay away from sugar drinks. Your body needs sugar. That sugar is getting from carrot, from vegetables, is getting from watermelons, from orange, and so on and so forth. Those are fructose sugar. That is the kind of sugar your body can easily metabolize. But sugar that is chemically made, industrial made sugar, it is dangerous to our health. So that is just it. So to cap up the second nutrient in Kangen water, a doctor called Dr. Otto Eric Warburg did a research in 1923 and won a physiology Nobel Prize in 1931. In his work, The Metabolism of Tumor, he demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis, which I'll be talking about, then hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia is lack of oxygen in bracket, meaning lack of oxygen in the body will lead to acid in the tissue. And acid tissue, cancerous cells dwell, and healthy tissue is alkaline tissue, meaning cancerous cells cannot survive in such oxygen-rich environment, alkaline environment. Now, the oxygen this guy is talking about is what you have seen reading of negative in Kangen water that is lacking in the regular water that you consume. So are you seeing the basis of why people suffer from cancers here and there? Because over the years, we're consuming water that is not actually beneficial to our body systems. So that is the second property in Kangen water. Lastly, microcluster, which is the molecular structures of the water. Now, human body is made up of 70% of water. So to testify to that, you can see the organs is lungs is about 90%. blood is 82, skin is 80, muscle is 75, brain is 70, while bone is 22. Now, that is to tell you that water is very important, is what we need even than food. Because if water can take 70%, 20 is only the 30% that the food can occupy. But I tell you that we stock in our body more with food than the water, because even the water we are drinking is not even filling up the space of this 70%, because the molecule of the water we are drinking is too bulky, is too larger, and the body is not actually getting access to the water. One of the reasons why your water needs to be micro-sized in unit is to supply nutrient to the body. So if the water is not a smaller unit, there is no how the body can get access to it in order for it to help us in food that we consume, either in food or in supplement or in drugs or in anything we consume. Then the nutrient can easily get to the body because the water which you drink after is micro, is smaller. It can take the nutrient into the cell. Second, detox certain waste out of the body. The waste that your body also gets from the food, from fruit, from whatever drugs or whatever you take into your body systems, the body separates the waste and it is stuck in the colon. So if the water you drink after is not micro, then you are stocking waste in the colon that will lead to, disease in the nearest future. That's why they said death is in the colon. So water needs to be micro to help easy metabolism system so that you can have regular waste extractions out of your body system. Okay, now when you talk about hydration, if the water is not micro in unit, there is no how elimination can happen. It's because the water is micro. That is why you can see your body can easily get rid of the toxic from food, toxic from even the cells, from every other productions in the body system, like the organs that is separating, that is breaking down the stuff. So separating of all the bad from the good and all that. So you need micro water to get rid of it out of your body system through your urinary and through your defecation. So regular water, you can see it's H2O, which is in chemistry, but the molecule is about 15 to 20. It's bulky, it's larger, so it makes it very impossible or very difficult for it to access the body system. So that's why you feel when you drink this kind of bulky water, your tummy is filled up and your mouth keep demanding for more water, meaning you are still in dehydration form at that point of even drinking the water. So the same water go through Kangen machine, and Kangen help to ionize, to separate the water, and gives you the negative rich water, which is water that is rich in antioxidant, water that is also alkaline in nature, and also water that is micro-sized in unit. It has break down the molecule of H2O to a smaller unit of H2O, meaning from 15 to 20, break it down to 5 to 6. Make it faster, easy. So let's check another video that also helps us in this presentation. So watch, we're going to use a tea bag. Tea is representing our body cell, okay? Now, to make a tea, you need to boil the water. So at boiling regular water, at that boiling state, the water is becoming breakdown in molecules. So immediately you drop the tea and pour it, it will bruise. But regular water cannot bruise the tea because it's not break, its molecule is larger, its H2O is very larger, but Kangen has already break the tea because why is the water is unit. It can penetrate through the body cells and get the main source of where you needed the water or the nutrient. Now, the next one is nutrient supply. That is, after you consume that good food, the water you drink after, whether the nutrient will get into the cell or the nutrient become distorted. Now, watch the regular water, same size of the tea, but can get multiplied, but regular water works are flattening up. That means flattening the nutrient. So, absorption of nutrient is so important. The food you consume, that's why we say that, you see, we don't ask you to stop your drugs or doctor drugs or whatever stuff that doctors have recommended for you. But what we are saying is, let your water be Kangen so that even that drugs, even that food that you consume, your body can get access to the full benefit of the nutrient that is present. That is what you have just seen in that video. I believe with this, you are able to see that you need to have Kangen machine right there in your kitchen so that you can begin to take a beneficial of it into your body and also to your whole family system. Okay, so what I'm presenting is not something that have not been proved or tested or approved by great doctors in the world. First, I want to introduce to you Dr. Romishinya, a co-inventor of colonoscopy. This guy is a co-inventor of colonoscopy, from putting camera from anus to get access to your body systems and watching on the screen and treat or get either to conduct operations of removing the waste from the colon and all that, so that I can get the persons in life back. The next person I want to introduce is Dr. Dave Carpenter, a naturopathic doctor. He wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life, all dedicated for energy Kange machine. And also Peggy Parker, and also Bob Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. So let's look at a few of the books. First, we're going to check the Killing Cancer, Not People by G. Wright, Robert. Okay, Killing Cancer, Not People. Let's look at on page of the book. Okay, here is talking about on page 6 of this book, 6, that step 3 of the cancer diet restructures ionizer water could save your life. All right, on another page of the book, which is a 158, said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. Okay. Another one, he says on page 168, he said, if I were looking for electrolyzer unit today, I would choose SD501, made by Energy Company, simply the Rolls Royce of water ionizer, meaning there are other ionizer, but he said this one is Rolls Royce, meaning it's not something to come by. So it is a gems or a premium product that you are taking to your family. Kange machine, been in business for 30 years because he wrote this book over 21 years ago. Now, lastly, said, I have no financial interest in Energy Company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. That is a willing recommendation that is given to help humanity. If you are sick, it's not the end of life. Change your water to Kange and follow your doctor prescriptions, and you get a better body systems. So Dr. Romishinya wrote this book called Enzyme Factor. Let's look at his integrity. Now, Dr. Romishinya is a professor of surgery in Abaise College of Medicine, New York, chief endoscopy. He performed over 360,000 of colonoscopy, and he died about 7 years ago. Now, on this enzyme factor on page 159, said, Kange water is alkaline-rich water. The pH range between 8 to 9, and it's considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. The same 3 properties we just discussed is also referring to it here. So let's go for the other books that I wrote. Then testimony of Dr. Romishinya on Kange water. Okay, this is a colon. Remember, I deal on colon. This one with, inflammation, meaning the active systems of the body is too high, and the colon looks so toxinated. But 3 months of drinking Kange, the result is amazing. This one with a breast cancer and chronic constipation, 3 months of drinking Kange water, the result also is amazing. This one with chemo is having cancer, but already is on chemo. Chemo kill both the good and the bad cells of the body and leave the body internal system burnt. Even the external system is burnt. You see, look at them losing their air and all that. So this is how their internal system looks like. 3 months, you can see the toxicity has been off the systems. These are sisters that have the first person that was able to survive the cancer in Nigeria, courtesy of Kange water, and also with the doctors monitoring. Now, she had about 6 pounds of chemo in Bangkok University Elision. And after then, we meet her in August 2022, and it came around, and we started giving her the water, 11.5 a little, and also more of 9.5, okay? And the first, you can see the 5 weeks, what happened. The air are already successfully going back. Now, in 9 months after, you can see the result is really awesome, okay? These are the drinkers of Kange water around the world, which can also Google it and get a lot of fantastic people around the world. Donald Trump is having it in the kitchen. A lot of them, this is what they are drinking. So we're also bringing it to your doorstep. So we got to finish discussions about the regular drinking water. So the next water is clean water, which is a neutral water for babies, as I've said. So the next one is beauty water. So let's look at beauty water. We also have another machine that can help you to
an Anespa shower machine and experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Anespa shower.
Just get rid of
Our skin is like a sponge. It absorbs everything. So I use the Anespa because it helps to eliminate chlorine and it also adds other minerals. It's like having a Japanese hot spring in your own home.
It's a bit different, but it's made from the same great Japanese.
This is the result of Anespa or using beauty water from Kangen machine. So meaning you can get your beauty water from Kangen machine, or if you don't want to be using your bucket, take water from kitchen to your bedroom, you can buy Anespa. So meaning you order for Anespa and also order for Kangen machine. All right. So the beauty and the Anespa water will give you perfect skin without, keep aging at a distance. So this is what you're going to benefit by using beauty water in your skin, moisturizing the skins and fame the electricities and help the body to look, firms and skin smooth and all that. So this is it. For you to look handsome, you need beauty water. For you to look beautiful, you need beauty water. So you can actually get enough of it from your Kangen machine. So how life will look like if our skin can be looking the way we're in when we're still babies or a child. Life will be wonderful. So I want to say to you, change your water, change your life. So the last button of the machine, which is going to produce to you 11.5. Okay, how do you work your fruit and vegetables? Most people use vinegars and salt, but I'm telling you, you don't need that. Once you have Kangen machine in your home, you can just a click of the button, you can get 11.5. Now, 11.5 also is not a regular water for drinking, but you can actually have it to help to facilitate healing process in any form of disease that you have. Now, you can actually use Kangen water or 11.5 for highs. If you're having highs issue, 11.5 can be used as an eye drop. For you to get that fat, we have a book written by Peggy Parker. Okay, he actually talks about all the water can be used for the eyes, for the nose, from every part of the body. So from that book, you can open it. I'll post it after we finish this presentation. You can go there and check where you can be used the Kangen water for in every part of the body. Now, why eyes can go with 11.5 is because 11.5 is alkaline in nature and our eyes is actually alkaline. So meaning the water that can go in will be what? Alkaline. All right. So for you to help yourself, to help your body systems, you need to know a particular water for a particular usage. So by having Peggy Parker book, you can get all these access to this. So 11.5 can be a little bit the drinking to help for your internal body systems for faster recovery or faster responding to 9.5. So meaning you just need a little of 11.5, but you drink more of 9.5 because 9.5 is the one that will heal the body system. Once the body can get rid of the acid, then healings will begin immediately. So how many years have you been drinking acid water or drinking sugar drinks that you have piled up a lot of acid systems for over the years? So Kangen water will definitely help your body systems to heal up itself. So I have a video that will tell us more about this 11.5. So let's go in and check what we can benefit. So 11.5 is something that can help us. First, we want to check oil. Remember, every food that we are eating is coming from the farm. Okay, farmer actually use oil-based chemicals to filter for the farm because farmers know that oil and water don't separate. So that's why they use oil-based chemicals so that when the rain falls after spraying, the water will not be able to remove the chemical from the food. Now you can see regular water cannot break the oil. That's why you see the oil is floating. But look at the 11.5 from Kangen machine. It was able to break the oil, the smaller unit, and mix it and emulsify it. What does that mean? You can actually use 11.5 to soak your beans, your rice, because all this chemical from fruit is actually damaging our body system, damaging our cells, damaging our organs, and also destroying our system to become sickly. So you can see now we're using a farm produce tomato. Regular water cannot remove the oil from that tomato or oil-based chemical from the tomato. But watch what 11.5 will produce. So that's why some family use vinegars or salt. but it cannot give you the result what 11.5 from Kangen machine can do to your fruit, to your beans that use sniper. People use sniper to preserve beans. That's why you don't see nipples in beans anymore. But soak that beans in 11.5. Cook that rice in 11.5 before you can cook it there 7.0 or 8.5 so that you can get the best family. You can see the result of the fruit. What comes out from that fruit is really, really amazing. All this year, we have been eating this from the fruit, but having Kangen machine in your kitchen, my brother, my sisters, you actually secure the health of your family. From strawberry, you can see what comes out from this strawberry by soaking it in 11.5. You'll be surprised when you soak your beans in 11.5, what will come out will amaze you. Now, it is not safe to breathe. The guy protects himself and is spraying dangerous chemicals on the farm. If the chemicals is actually safe, why did he have to use all this covering of his body? But because he knows that if he touches his skin, it's going to give a lot of scum that you cannot be able to get rid of easily. So you need to be on the no side, and prevention is actually better than curative. So that is all the fantastic what this machine can do. I believe that with this, you can be able to place order for your own machine. So let's go for that to look the last water from the machine, which is a 2.5. 2.5 is the waste or the byproduct of 11.5. Meaning, as you are collecting 11.5 from the front, the secondary hose will dispense in 2.5. And wonderful thing about 2.5 is one of the reasons why they use Kangen machine in hospital in Japan, because they use it to sterilize surgical equipment. So it's a sanitary water. Meaning, you can use it to sanitize your hand. It destroys 99.9% of germs. Can also be sprayed for your eyes if you have Apollo. Yes. And Apollo is a bacteria. So you have it in your eyes, you have 2.5, you can do so, because I did it sometimes ago. Okay? So 2.5 can be used to sanitize your environment, your floor, your table, your computer, your glass. You can even spray it in the air. Fantastic. You have a wound on your skin and blood is gushing, you can use 2.5 to stop. On heel wound, 2.5 is good. Skin issues, skin rashes, eczema, and so on and so forth. So let's watch what this wonderful product can do on eczema. Fantastic. Just two weeks of spraying it on the affected area, 2.5 really help to get rid of it. And also, you have to be drinking the 9.5 to get rid of it for internal body system. Are you getting that? So this is psoriasis, very common skin disease. This guy carried for 15 years. Even he worked in Kota Kinabalu General Hospital, but he could not get all the ultimate to remove it because psoriasis is a very stubborn skin issue. But spraying 2.5 and drinking 9.5, the result in 60 days is amazing. This is another lady, Suzanne, who have psoriasis in all over her body, but the face look awkward. But in less than 2 months, the result is really what? Amazing. So a lot of certificates, a lot of recognitions on this technology. But we like to talk about 2 certificates. Ministry of Health, certified Kangen machine with this certificate as a medical device. Okay. Then ISO, International Standard Organization, also certified with 13,485. Check any hospital equipment. They have the same 13,485, meaning it is confirmed as a medical device. So many countries in Canada, they've given it medical device. So many countries that we are running business for longer years, they have given it a medical device because of what this fantastic technology can do. In US, in 2003, that was the year they entered New York. That's United States of America. Water Quality Association of United States gave a premium gold sealed on Kangen machine, meaning it is a high premium product. A lot of also bodies give their own certification on this fantastic machine. So that is Kangen machine we have for you. So you can't call it a water purifier. Water purifier cannot do what I've just explained to you. It is called ionized machine, or call it Kangen machine or medical device. Okay, it is the best gift for your family. So look at the factory that produces since 1974. We can see a lot of work is ongoing right there. So do you see value in this wonderful machine? If you see value, kindly go to the chat box and type value. What value would you place on this machine? Type value if you seriously see value in this fantastic technology. Type value on the chat box. So, best gift you can actually give to your family. That is Level Look SA501 is the best gift you can give to your family. Now, flashing model of 7 solid titanium platinum plate. That's the mechanism that works inside it. So this particular model have 7 titanium plate. And the value today is 4,837,500. Now, from we are expecting this week now, we are having the finance systems. I'm announcing this for the very first time. We had a meeting because Mr. Shaw, that is the manager that is controlling the whole Europe and whole Africa, came around and we have a meeting and they are giving us 2 ways on how you can finance and get your Kangen machine. So we're going to have the news this week. When I go back to the office this week, maybe tomorrow, we're going to have the news. I'm going to broadcast it to the families in Nigeria, how you can get Kangen machine through financing. Once you make the first payment, the machine will be released for you and you'll be paying the remaining balance. Okay? It's already now becoming official. Okay? So that's now. You can also get another smaller one, which is called Junior. SZ Junior is 4,085,000. That one has 4 plates. 4 plates. Okay? All right. So 4 plates, you can actually get your Kangen machine, but that one doesn't speak. But SZ501 speak English, only single language. Okay? And also, he also write. But Junior will only write, cannot speak. But it also gives you quality, wonderful Kangen water. And each of the machine comes with 5 years warranty. Durability is 30 years, minimum lifespan use of the machine, meaning in 30 years, you are just start to use the machine. All right, so let's go for that to see other model. We have flashing model of titanium platinum plate also, which is, it speaks 5 language, 7 platinum plates, and also, but this one speaks 5 language, all right? And the cover is silver, okay? And the value is 5,160,000. So you can also place order on this, 5-year warranty, same 30 years minimum lifespan. So the last model we have, which is Elite Design model, that is K8. K8 comes with 8 plates, 8 languages, and the value is 6,235,000 naira. Same 5-year warranty and minimum lifespan also 30 years. So any of this model, you can actually pick. You can pick it and enjoy your Kangen machine. All right. So an expa is 3,837,000 naira. You can use this and present to your lovely wife, while you also have Kangen machine to produce the water to drink and also water to use for so many use in the home. Okay. Lastly, this is account details. You can actually make a transfer, okay, of the money and give us the receipt and also your personal data to process your machine. Then you can have your machine and get it installed. Then we guide you on how to do installation. Now, the news we are using before, which I negotiated with the local branch, is to have 4 months in plan to own your Kangen machine. But right now, we're having it official now that we're going to be once we make the first payment, maybe for example, according to what we discussed, maybe you just be like 50%, okay? Then the machine will be released for you. Then the remaining balance you can spread in 6 months and get paid, or you don't default every month. You make the payment and you have your machine to yourself. But this is what I negotiated before. But this one, when you're paying this, they won't release for you until you finish payment. But right now, the good news in the house, I'm telling to everyone in the house now is we're going to release the financing. We're going to have 2 ways of finance. External companies is partnered with Energic, and also internal finance, which is through Energic and through leaders who stand for the person who is making the machine, and also make the first payment and the machine will be released, and why you can be paying the remaining balance at its strength. Reason the company we are doing this is because we want so many homes to have this machine. And finance has been used in US, in Canada. And the reason why it's easy for them is because they operate credit systems. But Nigeria, we operate cash system. That's why we're not initiating it. But the company wants more people to have access to this machine so that more people's life can be saved. And that is why the company is listening to distributors, and they are bringing these financing systems into our company. I believe to leaders outside Lagos, they are hearing this for the first time. It's going to be a good news to you. So thank you and God bless you. I'm going to have it stop here so that if you have any questions, please kindly unmute. On Tuesday, we're going to address the business aspect. So if you have any questions, please kindly go to the chat box and type it, or you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you, Dollar Super. You type value there. Thank you because you are following. I appreciate you for that. So if you have any questions, please, you can raise your hand and unmute yourself so that you can take over the floor and ask your questions. I believe you find value in the presentation, and I believe you really enjoy it. Thank you and God bless you. So you can unmute yourself and